You are now listening to the Going OB podcast.
This episode's going out today. This is a Wednesday. I don't tend to record on a Wednesday. As I highlighted before, I'm going to try and put episodes out on a Sunday and a Monday because I think that's when most people will want to listen to the golf podcasts. But something happened over the last couple of days that's really bugged me, so I thought I would just jump on here. As I highlighted on my social media on Sunday, I think it was, last Saturday I had the best round I've ever played. I broke 80 for the first time on a 79 playing at Liberton Golf Club in Edinburgh with my dad and his pal John. Didn't do much wrong, to be perfectly honest with you. As a 18 handicapper, well, I was a 17.2 at that point. No, it wasn't a 17.2, it was an 18.2 at that point. I'm a bogey golf man. So played on Saturday morning, as I stated there. First two holes, bogeys, then a par, then a run of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 straight bogeys. Couple of pars, another bogey, couple of pars, another bogey, par, double bogey for a 79, which resulted in a 13.5 on the score differential and me being cut to 17.4. So absolutely buzzing with myself. Best round of my life, broke 80. Had a takeaway at night time to celebrate. All was good. So yesterday I arranged to play a round at Brumenau with my pal Craig, and I went up there full of hope and optimism. This is the day, I'm going to do it again. I'm now comfortable, I'm striking the ball well, I know what I'm doing. LFG. So waited in the car park, thought I'll have a quick look at my World Handicap, had a look at it, and I had a 17.1 that was going to be dropping off. So scanned through, I played a previous round at Brumenau where I had an 88, so by no means some of my best work, but that was equating to a 16.8. So in my head I then thought, that's good, I can definitely break a 68, which would be an 88, which would be a 16.8, and would mean I'll get cut again. Well, didn't that just go to absolute rat shit yesterday? So opens up with a double bogey and then bogey. Stemmed it for 2 holes with a couple of pars, and then double bogey, bogey, double bogey. So I'm out in 48. Start of the next 9. It's a new 9. Let's be positive, Craig. Let's just put the ball in the tee, get the ball in the fairway, and we'll take it from there. Double bogey. Then a birdie to pull it back. And a great birdie as well, because I hit a putt from the back of the hole, right in the middle, never left the line that I intended it to hit it on, and then we go. So there's a birdie. This was after me standing on the tee, saying to Craig, I'm a par golfer. I don't go out birdie hunting because I can't do it. My game is solely dependent on how many double bogeys I can keep off the card. Follows up this 2 with a double bogey 7, then a double bogey 6, then a double bogey 6. And then 3 straight bogeys in a row, and a 4 on the last. So I finish up with 46 back, 94, which then works itself out as a 22.3. So that was me trying to target set, and in my head, rather than just going out, enjoying the game, playing the way I was supposed to be playing, like I have been playing recently, stress-free, I got inside my own head, and I completely blew up. So that got me the realisation as I'm driving home in the car that I love golf. I like to talk about golf. I like to play golf. I like buying equipment. I like selling equipment. I like having conversations with it. I'm in 3 or 4 different group chats and we all discuss golf. I've had a semi-start to a career as a podcaster for the last year and a half talking about golf. But I actually fucking hate it. It's what it comes down to. It's supposed to have a lot of benefits. It's a lifetime sport. There's a great deal of achievement and satisfaction. You know, you get yourself a handicap and you work towards trying to get it to come down. There's a good sense of community. It's a good mental challenge. No, it's just hard. Golf is hard. I've seen podcasts dedicated to golf being hard. It's on all the notice boards. If this game was easy, everybody would be doing it. And that's why we really have to appreciate how good these professional golfers are. I've got pals as well that are playing off a scratch, and they are really good to watch. And I've spoken to a couple of them about, well, why don't you try and turn your hand or go pro? And they can't do it, because the gulf between a scratch handicapper and a +1 or a +2 is still absolutely massive. It's the equivalent to the gulf that I've got between me being now 17.8 after going back up again and somebody being a scratch player. So yeah, golf is really hard. Everything's hard about it. You know, I've got a putting green in my back garden, and I go out there in practice, and before my round yesterday I had a wee putt about. I felt quite confident. Got to the course, did a wee bit of a putting about, had a bit of a warm up. When I say a warm up, I mean I swung my driver a couple of times before I hit it, but that was about it. But it's still something. I go to the driving range and I practice. I look at my stat tracking, and I look at all these things to try and work out what I need to do and what I need to improve on to get the handicap down. And it then just doesn't happen, because no two days are the same. And in fact, no two swings are the same. I can stand up on a tee and hit one, and I think I've hit it well, and I spoke to my playing partner yesterday, and he's like, oh, you quit on that. Now, I didn't feel like I'd quit on it, but clearly I had, or I wasn't following right through the ball, or I'm not compressing it enough. So there's all these other things to think about. So you add that in to the kind of social pressures as well. Lots of people want to be low handicappers, right? I'm never going to be a low handicapper. And I've had all these discussions before where I'm now just going to go out, I'm going to forget about a handicap, I'm just going to start playing and enjoying it again. And I was to a degree, but then as you start getting better, or you start thinking you're striking the ball better and you're starting to hit better scores, you then do start going back to thinking about, right, what do I need to do here? Oh, I had that round last time, I should be able to do that again, and then it doesn't happen and the wheels come off and the whole thing falls apart. So, yeah, I don't know why I decided that getting into golf was a good idea when you have stressful days like that on the course. It won't stop me going back. This is a love-hate relationship. I will be back again. I can't play tonight, which is Wednesday, because I go line dancing with my daughter. So Wednesday's a bit of a write-off. Thursdays I'm on daddy duty, and Friday my son has training, so I try and get up and get around before, while I'm picking him, in between him training, which is actually when I play some of my best golf, because I'm on the clock, I'm not overly concerned about it. I'm stopped putting in 9-hole cards now after the fiasco that was the Scottish handicapping system, where they're looking for the 18 holes to be submitted for the card. So I've now made a conscious decision to stop putting in ones for 9 holes. I'll just be playing those for fun. I don't know. I felt like I had to come on here and do a bit of an emergency podcast and a bit of a rant, and hope that someone will reach out to me and tell me everything's going to be okay. I probably could use it as a bit of a preview. I mentioned kind of shots tracking earlier on, and stats tracking. I've been using ShotScope for a while now, a good 3 or 4 years, but never to to its full capacity. So this past week I conducted an interview with Jen from ShotScope, which I'm going to be releasing on Sunday afternoon, I think. We'll try and aim for like a kind of 2 o'clock release for that one, which is really interesting. We talk about the features of ShotScope and how it should be able to benefit its users, new and old users. And by that I mean people getting into the game. It's a good benchmark for where they're starting and where they want to get to, and then people who are looking to improve. It was a really good interview, and I was delighted that Jen was able to come on, because like I said, I've been using the product for a while now, but never to its full capabilities. So hopefully that'll add some value to some people's game, and hopefully adds a bit of value to my game. I actually think I need to probably go and get lessons. As I kind of highlighted there, it's been pointed out I have a relatively good swing, but I don't kind of follow all the way through, which I don't know whether that's having a detrimental effect. My head's just fried with it, if I'm being perfectly honest with you all. So that's my ramblings for this week. As I said, this is kind of an impromptu one. I felt like I better come on and rant a bit. Hope everybody else's golf game's not as much in the toilet as my. That's the thing. I'm saying my game's in the toilet. It's not actually. I mean, I'm a 17.8 handicap, but I think I started the season at 16, so it's not too bad with this adjustment that I've had to make. Handicaps as well. I mean, it is just vanity. You know, you can get yourself down really low, and I think it's just a case of, I play off of X number, I play off of 1, I play off of +3, I play off of whatever. But yeah, I suppose it does show your ability, but I think a lot of the times it's just potentially for some bragging rights from through your pals and your friend group to say you're the best one in the group and whatever else. I'd like to get better, and the plan going forward is that we'll work on some stuff. If I'm going to get access to some people who might be able to help me as I do this podcast, then all the better. But the handicap system, it's just, I wonder if I could just give up my handicap and just not play for a number. I'm not talking about turning pro or whatever else, but maybe just not bothering putting cards in, deleting the app off my phone so that I'm not tempted to try and stick in a score and just go and play. And then when people say to me, what's your handicap, I'll say, don't know, I don't put cards in, so I don't know what I play to. That may be something that maybe a bit of a mindset shift. So we'll see how that one works out. I released that episode with Logan last week. It went down really well. My pal Eric, he released his second episode for the Dope Golf podcast, which is available in all the usual places. It's good to see he's doing well with that as well. And as I highlighted on the episode with Logan, we are going to try and put the band back together for an episode just to get a bit of a catch up, see what we've all been doing, and we'll kind of take it from there. So thanks for taking the time to listen to this. If you could do the subscribe thing for me, and make sure you're downloading and keeping listening to the episodes. Also, if you could start telling your friends about it so that we can maybe try and drum up some numbers, and particularly for this upcoming episode with ShotScope, if you think there's somebody that would value listening to someone in the industry talking about how the stats can help you and things that you should be working on, then please pass this on, because let's all try and get better together. Anyway, that's me. I'm out for this week. The episode with Jen will be out on Sunday next week. Yeah. Cheers, guys.